Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field
Pass him that shit.
And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there.
Yeah, I'm on now.
Second and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, come on, 75. God damn.
Yardage back at the 22. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5
Yeah.
yards shy.
1090 Jake, I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me.
20 on the catch and run.
I watch this nigga all day long, I'm telling you.
And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run.
What's up, everybody?
And gain that additional yardage.
Nah, that's what you say, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me.
He gets in there to drop it. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
I be watching him and it's a DC nigga. They be doing all the hoods. Nah, he don't show his face. He's scared.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be a little
No, somebody took it.
here at the 26-yard line. Last week, of course,
Nah, that's to this.
It's over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's
Who's
exactly
this?
what
It's
you
a
should
speaker
do.
or something.
Not
Oh yeah,
yet.
that's to the speaker.
That's run for over 200 yards. That says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. St. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Lions have recovered. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To throw on 2nd down, Minor. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Motion detected at the first down.
Now a give right side Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw. Minor. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Carter. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That shit goes south real fast, trust me.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Throwing on 1st down. Minor. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minor. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ifitu Melifonwu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick. And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. He's going to try and do this himself. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here. Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off-play action. Minor looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Throwing to start the drive. Minor dancing to his left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, fumbling everything now.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players?
I ain't got
knowing
18.
the guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Flush to his right. Into the secondary, past the 40. As they finally wrangle it.
No, I got the rookie.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Minor. this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going right side here, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Got3 Swift.
Oh, I'm getting my ass whooped.
Half is winding down, and the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Taking a shot for Samuel. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So we've come to halftime after
2 NOs, 2 fumbles.
Beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On first down, it's Gibson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 1st and 10, Minor. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Gibson again. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Swift's got the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Minor. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Open man here is Pro. 7 yards the pickup there. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Troy Apke. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. Thomas brings it in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Sliding out of the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside
struggling
the pocket,
today.
extending a play and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the
49-17.
vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down
Hell
too
yeah.
much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Taken at the goal line.
I I'm just fumbling and throwing interceptions.
In fact, just a yard pass there to
Every time I run with my quarterback, he fumbles.
Out there set and ready for this next drive. The Washington
He got
offense.
pretty high carry.
They've been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Back to throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Ford Field, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Minor looking in zone for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet.
Corner's getting spanked.
Watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. first down. Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Minor. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Minor. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Ford. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Lions have recovered.
Not a tight end fumble. It's killing me.
You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll drop to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down.
There's no way a D lineman supposed to be running me down.
And it results in a sack. Washington on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Swift's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. He's to the 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
I got my ass kicked.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points
Antonio.
that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
There was a lot of other shit going on in this game.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
Fumbled every time a quarterback ran the ball.
You can do anything wrong, whatever you call, run, pass.
It just seemed like he knew everything I was doing.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start
Me?
as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington,
Even on that one, I audible to the left, and he started running left before the play even
They will
started.
get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You still never know what I pick. You know what I'm saying? And then I never do play order. So.
But see, the problem with that is this though. If as long as you don't show your play arc, you can get away with that. But when you picking plays and shit, what guys do is they can't pick off of what you pick. They can see what you pick. Right? Like so if they see you pick stretch left, they don't know you picked it. By the time they have to pick their D, they already picked their D because the screen is behind. But when you come up and they watching it, they can see you going, all right, he picked stretch left. All